Hello, and welcome to episode 18 of the Liberland Show. I'm your host, Adam J. Carswell. Today we are joined by Selcuk Uras. Selcuk is the Liberland representative of Turkey. Selcuk, thank you for joining us, and do you have any opening remarks for our listeners?
Well, hello, Adam. It's a pleasure for me to meet with you personally, and I think we will have a good time in the next 10-15 minutes, right?
Absolutely. Looking forward to this conversation. Actually, Selcuk, I didn't tell you this. So I actually was referred to you through our secretary, Leslie Christensen, sent me a list of a few people that I should reach out to interview, and you were one of those lucky individuals. So how does that make you feel?
Well, I'm feeling more precious. Yeah, thanks to Leslie, and we were together with the Leslie just last week in Istanbul.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and we had a great time. And I hope Leslie also liked Istanbul because she was the first time in Istanbul, Turkey. Let's hope that she had a great week.
Yes, absolutely. Hopefully we can get her on here eventually. I know she tends to be quiet around the microphone, but I think we can, with enough pressure, we can get her on the show.
I hope so.
I also want to highlight the fact that, I'm in San Francisco right now. You're in Istanbul. And to me, this is not only the power of the time and history that we're living, but also the power of Liberland and how this is a community that has just expanded all around the globe. It's just so exciting. I don't even know if I have enough words to put into how cool it is that you and I are connecting right now.
Yeah, sure. It's a fantastic thing because one of our team members, I'm in the Liberland Turkey office. One of our team members is taking a job in Australia. So yesterday when I got invitation from you, I asked him how to do it. So we spin around the world until the morning.
Perfect. I love it. Yeah, this interview was done on short notice, so I thank you for that. And I'm sure because of that, it's going to make it even better. Selcuk, tell us all, how did you begin your journey as a Liberlandian?
Well, about my journey, I can say that my journey had started nearly 5 years ago. It was very early beginning of the Liberland,
Yeah.
Found the news on the internet, and I opened the page, made my citizen application, and then by luck, 3 months later, President Yerlichka had meeting in Turkey, and exactly the same city where is my summer house is standing. We made the appointment with him, his secretary, and then had meeting in Turkey. The date was September 2015. And then few times we came together in Istanbul. Finally, I accepted his honorable offer to be a Liberland representative for Turkey.
That's amazing that you have been able to be there since the beginning. You've really been able to see how far the nation has come in such a short amount of time. What's that experience been like?
Well, definitely the time was very short and the progress is very aggressive. To be good with everybody and had a good relation with everyone, we are watching let's say our president, we are honored with him,
Yeah.
So it's an honorable thing for both of us because our president is making a big achievement, so we are happy with that.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm sure he would be quick to also talk about the many other arms and legs and hands and feet that are helping grow Liberland. It's amazing the team that he's been able to build with the other people that have been surrounded by him since the beginning, including yourself. I know you mentioned that you have a team with you there in Turkey, Istanbul, maybe some other cities in Turkey. Tell us a little bit about what you guys are working on in Liberland in Turkey for the growth and for future.
Liberland in Turkey, I can say that in last 1 year after I got the representative title, so we made the team first as a Turkish team. So the Liberland Turkey team is now, we are 4 persons. I'm the representative. I have partner, I have IT consultant, and I have social media consultant. In last 1 year, we made a very good event in last September. We got with himself in here. We made a very good interview with the international televisions like CNN. Also, the local televisions, very important news televisions like NTV and Haberturk. We came together with the Turkish people. We came together with the businessmen and the land investors and some people who wants to invest to some unique project like the Liberland. So it's going fine, and we are expanding our team in here. This year, we will open a new sub-branch to the third biggest city of Turkey, Izmir. So we have a very good couple there. They are wife and husband working as a graphic designer for us, and they will be a representative for the Izmir. So everything is okay. In next few years, we will be a kind of operation like a consulate, you know. So everything will be ready when we got the recognition. So everything will be ready in Turkey.
I love it. Can you tell us, Selcuk, about a unique experience that you've had since working with Liberland?
Well, unique experience. The Liberland itself is a unique experience. If you are going to pick it up one of them, I can say that I had a lot of unusual experience during the period. But since I started, I can say that last year, when we had a celebration of the third year, was unique. Because usually all this kind of receptions are very formal and boring for me, because I'm not a formal guy and I'm the old school guy. So this politic thing's not too much for me, I can say that. But
we'll leave the formal manners and such to Dr. Tariq Abbasi or someone like that, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, but I got surprised, you know. That's why it was unique, because most of the participants were bring their wife and children, including President Vitz himself. So the First Lady Yana and the Little Prince were together with us.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it was a unique thing, you know, because we came from all over the world to celebrate the third year of the Liberland in Serbia. Everybody was there, including the children, the wives, and the whole family. After all those formal events around the world that I had, this was the most friendly event I had ever seen, I can say that. We felt like we were a part of the new big family, which we can call as a Liberland. So it was a unique thing.
Yeah, that sounds really special. And I look forward personally, now that you share that story, to the day that I can share that experience with fellow Liberlandians. It sounds really rewarding. Can you tell us, Selcuk, a little bit more about your professional background?
My background is so simple. I'm graduated from Hotel Management College in Turkey. But since I finished the college, or university we are calling it here, since I finished the university, I am working for myself as a land investor and property specialist. This is our family business. We are making it for last 3 generations, and I am the 4th one. We were always chasing some place to build, land to buy, create the projects to sell. This is our job. And since from the beginning, I am inside this job, and I'm still working on that. On nowadays, I'm working on some tourism investments and holiday village concept, which are planning to finalize the whole project next 5 years coming. This is my background. I was always inside of this land investment job. As a family, I can say that I am married with my lovely wife, Selin, and we had 2 children. They are supporting me a lot on this Liberland project. I am thanking to my wife and my boys, Nat and Atlas. So they are helping me a lot. So they are taking my background, I believe.
Yeah, and that's good to know. I didn't realize that you had a background related to real estate, which happens to be my area of expertise professionally as well. We'll have to talk some more after this call, I think.
Sure, off the record.
Selcuk, what advice do you have for aspiring Liberlandians? You know, you've been there since the beginning, so you've seen certain people get started and maybe take off running with success within the country right away. How do you advise someone to replicate that process?
About the process, I'm not in a position to give advice to anybody, but as a frankly speaking, I can ask from them firstly to be a patient, because the Liberland is a very unique project and there is no roadmap to follow. about it. So the patience is very important key for the Liberland. So for the Liberlandians, we can ask from them to be a patient because, okay, we are making a big achievements. It looks like a huge steps, but there's a thousands and thousands of steps to walk, So it will take a lot of time. So if they will be a patient about the Liberland achievement, they will arrive to the point. Right? And secondly, they have to try to involve to our project, as you are doing, because there's a lots of different projects on Liberland, and this is what I love on the Liberland mentality. There is a very different and unique works for everybody. I'm not very familiar with the technology. I'm not a tech guy, but as you can see that because of your help, we are doing this meeting or conversation. So if they try to involve to our project, so they will have a credit and also they will feel like they are from the family, This is the key. This is the key for the Liberlandian. As a third, let's make it 1, 2, 3. As a third, do not take Liberland as a chance to escape from yourself. Liberland is not going to save your economical condition or your soul, You can't run from yourself. But if you want to get a chance to create something, okay, Liberland is the thing for you. But if you want to run away from yourself, this is not a correct place.
Right.
I can say that.
Yeah, that's well said too. It made me think even, building, as you were mentioning earlier, building this infrastructure for Liberland within Turkey and around the world, but primarily there in Turkey, as someone who's really helping control the flow, what kind of people are you looking for in particular to essentially join that Liberland Turkey team? Like, is there any certain skills that maybe you're looking for that you think would be really helpful to help grow what you're working on?
Well, we are open to everybody. We can say that. As a Liberland itself,
yeah,
we need the people who can spend some time with us. Because the Liberland is like a baby. Liberland needs a time. In a first step, we don't need money. In a first step, we don't need to rush, but we need a time. So if the people who wants to involve this project, so they have to spend their time with us. I'm not talking too much time, like a proper job, but 1 or 2 times in a year, we are coming together in Turkey. So we are making a big office meeting. So we are trying to find out our roadmap for next 2 or 3 months. And we are keeping touch with all the team all day long. I can say that we need the politicians, we need the investors, we need the students. Let's say we need the some people from the university or the college side as a education base. I can say that again, we need the people who can save their time and spend for us.
Right. And I think, let's see, we're on episode 18. And out of any interview that I've done so far, I have to say, to me, that is probably one of the most captivating answers. I've just never thought of it the way you just said it. If you want to serve, if you want to help Liberland, let's just cut down straight to it. What is the most valuable resource on this earth? And it's time, as you mentioned.
Yeah, sure.
And I think everyone gets caught up, even myself. I'm like, if you want to get involved with Liberland, I've told people, know what you want to do when you get involved, bring your skill set to the table, come with a plan. But now that you phrase it that way, it helps me realize you don't even have to have a plan to get involved. You just come and sit down and, talk with me, talk with you, talk with someone, associated with Liberland, and get to know each other, spend that time, as you mentioned, because again, like you said, it's a baby. And so what does the baby need? It just needs some time. It needs some time.
Yeah, sure. Grow. Sure, definitely. And this is the most hard thing in the world, to grow up the baby.
Yeah. Now that we're talking about growing babies in general, where do you see Liberland once it's 3 to 5 years from now?
About 3 and 5 years. As I mentioned before, this is a marathon, Probably we will need more than this to accomplish our mission about Liberland. But on next 5 years, I believe that we will have very strong and good relation with Serbia, one of our border. I couldn't remember the word.
Neighboring countries.
Neighboring, perfect. Yep. Neighboring. This we have a border neighboring with Serbia, so I believe that we will have a very good relation with Serbia. We will become an alliance partner to EU instead of question mark to them, because they have lots of question mark in their heads. In next 5 years, probably we will be an alliance partner to EU. And one of the major milestones will be a cryptocurrency. It's not my profession, but I'm thinking the merit, which is our cryptocurrency. Merit will be one of the most unique currency in the market, because the merit will be directly contacted to government. Mm-hmm. So it will be a first time the cryptocurrency will be added to government in the world. Also, Liberland is running like a big company now. The shareholders are the public, and all the investment and properties that Liberland will buy and run will make us strong to resist the pessimist looking way, you know. Mm-hmm. Because when the Liberland is economically coming stronger, and because of these physical investments like the lands and the properties, we will have a power to resist these pessimist people. I can say that people who are waiting to be just become rich via merit or powerful via Liberland will be disappointed in next 5 years, because to be a Liberlandians means live and let live. So if you are not going to make someone let live, so you are not going to live inside the project. Yeah. So let's stick to this and keep rolling. I believe we have a lot to walk on this project, and journey will be continue, I believe, and we have to stick on this idea, live and let live. This is important. This is not most of the big countries are doing. This is very unique project. That's why.
Yeah, it's the first of its kind, and hopefully our example will shine around the world to all the other countries and make that positive ripple effect, that impact.
Yeah, hope so, and believe so, because finally somebody is doing something for the humanity, you know. Okay, right. There's the economical windows for that, there's the political windows for that. I can accept that, because this is the way of life. Without those power, you can't run the government. But to have an idea as a live and let live is important.
Definitely. Well, Selcuk, that's all the time we have right now. What's the best way for anyone listening to follow up and get in touch with you? Is it email? Is it Facebook? You know, what's your preferred way for anyone to reach out?
Well, we have also all kind of social media pages. Like we have a channel on YouTube, and we have a Instagram page, and we have a Twitter account. We have Facebook page and Facebook account. They can find us as a Liberland TR. TR means the initial of the Turkey on the international platform. So Liberland TR is our official page on all social media pages. So they can reach to us from social media or turkey@liberland.org. So this is our official email.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
All right. Well, again, thank you for joining me. I love how we're 12 hours apart, but feels like we're right next to each other, and we are brothers in spirit and brothers in Liberland. Do you have any closing remarks for the listeners?
Well, first thanking to you that you gave a chance to make this meeting to us. As you said, 12 hours differences, but it's okay. So you are spending your precious time for us, because it's midnight in USA now. It was a pleasure for me, and I'm very happy to meet with you. And for our listeners, please visit the Liberland TR, so they will find a lot of news, including Liberland itself and the Turkish team.
Perfect. Thank you, Selcuk. All right, guys, this has been episode 18 of the Liberland Show. We were joined today by Selcuk Uras, the Liberland representative of Turkey. I'm your host, Adam J. Carswell. Thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you in the next episode.